celebrate our July anniversary and milestones, so let's go ahead and get started. We've got a lot of tenured people to celebrate, so let's go ahead and get going here. First up, Mr. Mike Blackman with 43 years, our operations project manager. Next up we have our very own Mr. Bob Peterson with 33 years. Make a little noise. He'll give us a speech later, by the way, so. All right. Next up is Mr. Randy Rhines in the back. We got Randy with 33 years as well. And let's not forget Rosa Hernandez down in Laredo with 33 years as well. We also have Cindy Peterson with 27 years. Is Cindy with us today? She might be here. Maybe she'll wave at us in the back. All right, next up is Anatoly Kalasha with 25 years. Is he in the house today? He might be working hard and didn't join us today. All right, Kevin Delaney out in the field with 25 years as well. We also have Roberto Hernandez with 24 years, senior service technician. And Mr. Luke Barnes with 20 years as well in outside repair. A lot of great milestones today. Kevin Swift, who I saw earlier. Hey Kevin, with 16 years in the house. We also have Mr. Russell Robertson with 16 years as well. He's back there somewhere. Probably sitting on the front of his computer or on the phone helping drivers, if I know Russell. All right, Wanda Cozart, is she up there on the second floor? Oh, there she is. Hey, Wanda with 11 years. All right. Next, we have our 6 to 10 year milestones here with Monique Cofer, 10 years in inside sales. So let me get through these and then we'll have some applause. We also have Cheryl Kiker. If you're in the house, please wave at us with 6 years. Sherry Gill upstairs with 9 years, and Carrie Dubois with 6 years in recruiting as well. So let's give these guys a round of applause. For our 5-year category, we have Amber Lyons with 5 years. We also have Maria Valteria with 5 years. Chris Vargas in the house with 5 years, and Gerardo Sandoval in Laredo with 5 years. Give these guys a round of applause. All right, and then a special slide for Mackenzie to harass her boss. 5 years in license and permits. So for those of you that don't know, Robert is an avid OSU fan. So hence the picture here. So congratulations and nice picture. All right, in our 3 to 4 year category, we have Eduardo Campos with 4 years down in Laredo. Ethan Cole with 4 years. Inspection Bay, Omar Antu, 4 years as well, and Victor Villa with 3 years in Mexico. Let's give these guys a round of applause. In our 1 year category, we have Lou Leon with 1 year, orientation instructor, and Spence Slaymaker with 1 year, director of sales up top. Let's give these guys some applause. All right, so congratulations to all of those with milestones. We also have a number of folks celebrating birthdays in July, so if you see these guys, wish them a happy birthday. Should we sing to them today? No. I don't think so. All right, moving on. We also have some new hires in the house, and I'll get through these and we'll make some applause. If you are here and joining us today, please wave at us. We have Angie Ramirez. Obviously, she's in Laredo. We have Colton Parker. Is Colton in the house at all? Oh, I see a hand in the back. We have Ian Billings. We have Jonathan Gray, also in logistics, in the back. We have Dylan Clinton, also in logistics. And we have Mr. Jake Baker, orientation. Congratulations and welcome. We also have a few other folks. We have Ludias, if I said that correctly. We have John Anderson and Bobby Ruiz. So let's make some noise for these folks as well. Wave at us if they're here. All right, we also have a little movement within the company. We have Natalie Burt that's moving on over to Melton Logistics as the operation manager. We have Mr. Michael Dukes in the house, moving off the road and joining us in orientation. We have Donnie Scott, who's moving over to Team West for territory account management, and Mr. David Harper, that's our military recruiting specialist. You guys are here, wave at everybody. All right, we also have Ramiro Benio in northbound dispatch in Laredo. We have Areli Marcial, account manager for logistics in Laredo, and our very own Casey Courtney, promoted to recruiter in recruiting. So wave at everybody if you guys are here. Congratulations. All right, moving on to our driver announcements. We have Joe Zuniga, who is our June driver of the month. Let's make some noise for Joe. And for our Rookie of the Month, we have Benjamin Robinson. So let's make some noise for Benjamin as well. And speaking of drivers, we've got a lot of drivers in the house today from our orientation and training program. So all of you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing Melton. Let's give these guys a round of applause. And there's one other driver I'd like to recognize. Jason Carino, are you in the house? Would you wave at everybody? So Jason Carino is in Tulsa right now, training with Jack Hand and a few other folks in preparation for the National Truck Driving Championship in Indianapolis. So, yes, give him some applause. And Bob just wanted me to share that he did win Oklahoma in the flatbed division back in June. So, representing Melton strong. So just a note to Jason, we're proud of you no matter what you do. We're behind you and we support you 100%. Let's give him one more round. All right. For those of you that did have anniversaries and are here, remember we're going to do pictures at the very end, so don't scoot off. I want to have some pictures with Bob. I'm going to pass the mic over to Brett. Bring him for a wellness update.
All right. Cool. Glad to be back. Okay, so I've got several exciting things to talk about. The first one's the most exciting is eye care. You guys know about the eye care program. Some of the new hires may not know. If you complete an eye care PHA, a personal health assessment, then your next year's premiums will be about 30% cheaper, quite a bit cheaper. So it saves you some money, but it also makes you aware of your healthcare numbers, like your cholesterol, your A1C, all that good stuff. So it does save you money. It does kind of bring maybe some issues up to light. Maybe like, we have a lot of folks that have high blood sugar, so you can kind of find that kind of stuff. Also, after you get done with your PHA, if you have numbers that scare you a little bit, if you got some reds in the kind of the red category, schedule a PHA review with Dr. Flagel. He'll walk through those numbers, and he does that all the time, so we really encourage those PHA reviews. Okay, so my next slide is... So I've got several things on this. Just a reminder, I'm still doing in-body testing. In-bodies, you've got to be caffeine-free for about 6 hours before you do it, but we've done a ton of those. We've done over 1,100 of those. I think the folks that do it get a lot of value from it, so if you're needing some extra motivation, just to see where you're at, see where you want to go, stop by, schedule one, walk in. I take walk-ins, whatever you want to do. Also, I've got the summer fitness.
Oh, sorry. What you might explain what in-body measures?
Okay, so the in-body, it measures your percent body fat, and it also breaks that fat down. It breaks your body down into fat, muscle, and water, and it shows segmentally how much fat and muscle you have in each one of your arms, your legs, your trunk. It also shows your basal metabolic rate, which is really important for those of you who might be trying to watch your intake. So it'll let you know that you can only have so many calories, and we can work with you on your diet. So it really gives you a lot of really good, valuable information. So if you want to get it done, it's confidential. I don't post it on Facebook or anything like that. I do tell my friend now, I don't tell anybody about it, so it's confidential, so if you want to get one done, definitely schedule one. It's very non-invasive. You can wear your business casual clothes, whatever you want to wear. So, the fitness challenge starting August 1st, next Monday. So if you download the fitness app we've got, just search your app store for Melton Fitness or Melton Net Pulse. There's a new challenge in there. You can download it. You can log your exercise calories starting on August 1st. That one runs all the way through October. You've got to burn 10,000 calories. We'll get you a t-shirt or something cool. Also a reminder, we've got our Facebook group. So if you're on Facebook, as much as we all love Facebook, you can join our group, Melton Torqued. So just search Melton Torqued, put your name, and if you're a driver, put your driver code in there, and I'll get you added. We've got about I think we had 536 this morning when I checked it. So it's a really good group to kind of stay on top of all the wellness initiatives we've got going on here.
Thank you, Brett. All right, so I told you Bob was going to give a speech, and here it is. Bob, would you give us a company update?
Hello, everyone. I haven't done this in a while. I'm feeling a little rusty. Normally, Robert and Russ have been doing this for me, but anyway, it's good to see everyone. Usually people like to know about freight, so I always ask operations. How's freight, Angie? Yeah, it's gotten tougher. For probably the last 18 months, one of the numbers I look at very carefully is what % of our fleet is pre-booked when we start the day. And it was running in the mid to high 80s for the past 18 months. And that was great. Drivers knew what they were going to do many times before they delivered their last load. Now it's down into the 60s. So we're having to work a little bit harder for the freight we have. Our productivity at the report this morning still shows very strong for July. So I think we'll have a good July. I haven't heard from Robert on pricing, but I think the spot markets maybe softened a little bit. But again, our contract pricing is still strong, and I think Bryce reported just the other day a couple of rate increases. So I see Spence nodding his head. So, look, we just reported a fantastic second quarter, and again, we had a great year last year. So far, we're ahead of pace this year. So, again, I appreciate seeing all the new folks. Appreciate seeing the folks that have been with us so long. My friend Randy and back, my partner when we first started our little business with 30 trucks and 6 of us in the office. So a few things have changed in that time, and I'm grateful and never take it for granted. By the way, my lovely wife is back there somewhere if she'll hold her hand up. Yeah, she's real bashful. Anyway, we got some news. So the supply chain issues continue. We got news from Kenworth. They're not delivering trucks in the month of August because of one missing microchip in the electric auxiliary power units. So that's not a good development. So we'll keep running trucks that we were going to trade for another 30 days, which isn't all bad when they're only 42 months old. So we're in a good position there. Used truck prices have softened a little bit. Correct, Chris? I see Eddie and Chris back there. Yeah. But I bet you could sell a bunch of trucks if we gave them to you.
Yeah.
Yes, they could. All right. So there's still demand. Interest rates are up a little bit, so it makes our borrowing more expensive. But hey, we've been doing this for a long time, and the company's solid, money in the bank. And again, I'm so happy to see new people joining us. Joe Zuniga, that you saw as driver of the month, is over 2 million miles with us. We have over 150 drivers now. I think the ambassador count, that's 1 million miles. So all you new folks, that's about 8 years of hard work. So Joe's been with us, at least 16 to 18, and just a fantastic guy. We've got more than 20 people with more than 2 million miles. So I'm really grateful for those folks, a lot of 2 million safe miles, and so it's a neat thing we got going on. So thank you all for being here.